Mic check, mic check. Right. So I'm back. And in case anyone's wondering why I'm in a different spot than where I left off at the end of the previous recording, that's because somebody from chat actually was looking for Vexrin, and I happen to have a Vexrin on this guy, and I know that none of my builds actually happen to need a Vexrin, so I gave it over. So I had to, go out of my way, fetch it, and then I had to trade. But aside from that, my character is still exactly where it's at before. Same number of Paragon points and everything else. But, of course, there is something that's going to change now. So in my previous run a moment ago, I cleared a pit 50, and I had 4 minutes remaining on that run. And yeah, like I could replace this ring and try to, or not that one, the other one. I could replace this ring and try to get something a little better, but I think that I think now would be a good time to start picking up my other glyphs and all that. Uh, yeah, I just think now would be the time to do it. So I'm gonna do it. Um, it's this and masterworking. I need to also go masterworking soon too. But I'm gonna start off with this first, just because this is something I can do immediately, and then masterworking is something that requires me to run Infernal Hordes. So I'm gonna put in, let's say, another 50 points. I feel like that would be pretty reasonable, right? This will help me solve my resistance issue too. Don't need more primary resource. And I can do Headhunter. Oh, both are the same, Headhunter and Spirit. Uh, except here. Okay, yeah, this is fine, I suppose. Hmm. Save a little bit of dex that way. Trying to see if there is any way that I can adjust my build in a way where I can like save a few Paragon points, but I don't think that's the case. Unless I started leveling this glyph a little bit more, so that I wouldn't need, like I can save a Paragon point there, but that's okay. Spirit here, I need Spirit because I'm going up this way. Dexterity. This also gives me Dexterity, but don't need more dex.
Hello. Greetings.
Mm. Oh yeah, right. I do want to kit out on Dexterity here anyway, because I need it for crit strike damage. So this is going to amp up my damage, the fact that I have two glyphs now. I get extra damage to elites, and I also get extra damage from having more crit strike damage. And the multiplier on my Noxious Resonance ability too, or key passive. So I'm going to continue here. And if there's anyone hanging out, yeah, do feel free to say hello. But otherwise, I'm just going to keep on doing my thing, and yeah, hopefully you folks enjoy this. So, 45 decks. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it as is. Maybe pick this up too, just for good measure. But I'm sure that there's other boards that have more dexterity, but this will have to do for now. So that's my next glyph. 118 Paragon points spent. So this is like Paragon 75. Let's aim for Paragon like 100. So 130 points spent should be sufficient. The Viscous Shield. Uh, Causing them to take 40% more poisoning damage. That could help quite a bit, actually. I wonder if that double dips with Ashavas. Because Ashavas gets 40% more damage from this. But I don't know if Ashava, like the boss power, I mean, will, like the Noxious Resonance will also do 40% more damage on top of it. I think it might. So let me pick this up real quick. Okay, so this is now with 3 legendary nodes. 3 legendary nodes with 2 glyphs so far. Yeah, I think this is pretty close to Paragon 100. I think Paragon 100 is pretty reasonable. I could probably even take off some points here and there, but I think this is okay. Let's try it again. Also, oh yeah, I still have some elixirs and incense. I'm gonna do a run here. Pit 50, I think, was where I was at. The other issue too is, again, like I had survivability issues last time, so that's something that I think will only be solved if I, well, okay, I mean, masterworking will help, but the Paragon points I've picked up so far, whoa, lag, 6.6 million. Kind of makes me wonder, there is that rune, right, Zan? I wonder if, like, the crit overpower thing also works with this, build. Because it's like a poison-based build, right? And Noxious Resonance is weird in that you can't, like, crit or overpower with it. It's not even a damage over time, but I think it's a similar situation with Shatter. A lot of these skills which are tied to being dependent or contingent on other types of damage, like Shatter and Noxious Resonance, where it basically takes all the damage and then unloads it at once, right? I wonder if that can crit overpower with that Zan rune. Oh, wow. Yo, these guys are going down super fast now. I wonder if I'm actually going to even need to bother with masterworking. Although I think, like I mentioned, it would be a good idea to masterwork anyway, just because I could use the extra survivability, more life, and I think more life is probably the main thing I need right now, actually. In fact, I have a set of pants that is like Dex. Probably grab that. 173 million. Okay. Yep. This level of power. Wow, that vortex radius is massive. 135 million. Yo, this is... Oh, oops. Yep. That was with just 2 boards. 3... Well... 2 glyphs and 3 legendary nodes. Yeah, I was hoping to do this with, like, fewer Paragon points. I mean, maybe I could, if I, like, buff up my gear a little bit, but... Yeah, I mean, just the fact that you can do this at Paragon 100 is kind of nuts. Like, this is actually even better pace than with my Companion Druid, I think. You know, the Companion Druid, I actually needed some extra boards. Yeah, but I guess to be fair, though, the Companion Druid could not abuse the powers the same way this build can. Like, this is a build that only works because of Ashava. And if not for that, then this build simply would not function, I don't think. Well, it would function, but, I mean, the amount of poisoning damage I'm doing is obviously a far cry from what I can pull off since I'm so dependent on Ashava's power here. Look at that. Was that 235 million? I think I just saw 235 million. Like, if I used, for example, like, because if not for Ashava's power, then next season, if I were to remake this build, I might actually use the Devourer and then try to combo it with Noxious Resonance. I think that could be kind of cool. Because it looked like it was doing a lot of damage when I was using it before I started buffing up Ashava. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, recording's going. Just had to double check. Okay, well, my hunter didn't quite work, but... Yeah, I'm actually liking this, though. Setup. But it is taking a while for this guy to go down. I wonder... 44.8 million. This guy's just inherently tanky. I notice that every now and then I'll come across a monster like this, and I have no idea where or why or how they're just so tanky compared to everything else. Alright, let's see if we can find another pack here. Huh. It's kind of weird that that didn't reset itself, but alright. 152 million. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, I mean, I just realized I'm gonna need to masterwork anyway, just because I have this massive survivability issue in Torment 4. Hey, Big Joe. You're asking if Spiritborn is good or not? Yeah, I think they're actually pretty good. So it's kind of like, I mean, short answer is yeah, they're pretty solid. But if you're asking about like, it depends what your goal is. If your goal is to push higher tier pits, they're not as strong as. They're not going to be as strong as any of the other classes. Like if I were to go to helltides.gg, the highest pit push is Lightning Spear Sorcerer at like pit 121 right now. And then I think for the lowest, there is a Spiritborn Quill Volley build, to be precise. Yeah, but I think the thing that's really cool about Spiritborn is that right now I'm using, like, there's an Ashava boss power, and I'm using that, or I'm taking advantage of the Ashava boss power on this build to output like over 100 million damage, despite not even being like, despite not having anywhere close to optimal gear and not even having that many Paragon boards. So yeah, it's good. Oh, but of course, even this build has its kind of drawbacks, though. So it's kind of a more complicated answer than I... It is a little complicated. That's what I can say. It's complicated because I don't know what your definition of good is. If you're like going to be pit pushing beyond 100 and you want to get like the top like pit clear, then it's not going to be Spiritborn. Yeah, unless there's like some bugged interaction, then maybe. Oh, it's an Elias? How, like, what's my luck to get Elias 3 times in a row? Except last time, it was only the Shadow Bolts. This time it's actually the fire attacks, which are way more dangerous, it seems. Yeah, there it comes again. Ow. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely doing more damage than before. Like, I'm gonna definitely need to try to masterwork some of my equipment for sure. Oh, that hand-eye coordination is terrible. I think if I get hit by any one of those, I die, right? Oh, this is a different attack. Okay. I'm gonna stagger him eventually. Oh. I don't have my evade charges, unfortunately. Yeah, here. 48 million. Yeah, so you can see, like, I know I'm Paragon 231 right now, but if I show you my level of equipment, this is, like, the level of equipment... Oh, shoot. I almost died there, but I somehow survived that. Barely. Yeah, like, maybe it's because over here. Oh. Dude, no, man. Ugh, I have no luck with these bosses. Anyway, yeah, the level of equipment I have is, like... isn't great, let's just say. But even though my equipment isn't great, it's still enough to get me all the way up to pit 50. Yeah, like let me show you. No masterworked, or no masterworking. I have 7. Well, this is not even 750, but it's a unique, right? 750, 750. This one's 800. But sure, right? 750, 800, of course. Then my amulet is 750. This is a tough one to get rid of. It has all the right rolls. Except I would have gladly replaced max life for dexterity, but I mean, no, what can you do? And then these are like 750s, and yeah, like going Torment, like into Torment 4, you can do it pretty easily, I think. I think there's plenty of builds with which you can do it. Typically, I'm accustomed to doing it with Quill Volley. I want to do something different this time. So I came up with this weird homebrewed Withering Fist and Ashava's Poison Breath build. And it's serving me really well. Like I can hit for like 200 million against like big packs. It's just against bosses that I have a very hard time. That I have a very hard time with. Yeah. I also kind of wonder if, like, what if I replace Hatred's Embrace's Haste? Because I'm really, um, not really critting anything, right? So, like, what if I did this instead? What if I used, either this, because I'm always at maximum resource, and I don't really have anything that's spending resource, so I should actually, if I put this on, then I get vulnerable damage for 5 seconds. Do I apply vulnerable regularly? Well, I don't, but that could help. Main boss power instantly executes. Well, I don't think I care about that. I also picked up Lilith's Wind of Hate a while ago. That could be kind of nice, but... Actually, yeah. This could be pretty legit, because then I can generate my own, like, mobs when I'm fighting the boss. There's a... Well, I mean, I'd have to go and, like, clear this myself, right, with this Spiritborn. But I went and did it just last night, actually. Finally, on my Barbarian of all my characters. Avarice's Explosive Ore. Yeah, this is the one I was kind of curious about. Is if I drain out all my resource, then I can pump up my Ashava, and then uh I can use that in conjunction with my Noxious Resonance. But there's a number of good options, but I might try... Oh, no, did it wrong. I'm a little curious to try this one. My crit strike chance goes way down, but maybe... What happens if I try to run it with Toxic Skin? And... this thing, I had a Pock Rune. It's fair game for me to use it. Also, Big Joe, just a reminder, if you want, I can give you a link to my Twitch so that it's easier for you to chat with me, because it seems that the delay might be like a couple minutes on this, unless I'm wrong. Yeah, if I want to push, yeah, because you asked about Spiritborn being good like 5 minutes ago, and I responded immediately. And then you're only just replying now, which is like 5 minutes later. So, yeah, I don't know if I can help you with that at all. It's unfortunate. I actually prefer hanging out with people on... Well, I mean, I don't really... I like hanging out with people on YouTube, but I actually hate this delay. If I want to push, which I don't have 2 characters for that. Okay. Yeah, so Farm Belial for what? And, if you want to push, if your goal is just to reach T4, then Spiritborn is fine. Yeah. So, there. Isn't there... I can always restore primary resource. Okay, what if I do that real quick? What if I go, like, the spend a chunk of my maximum resource to, generate primary resource, or I could do, like, crit strike chance, too. There's a few good options. But here, let me try this first. Yeah, okay. Why don't we do Pocolum and see what happens? And I also still have my boss power up, so... Or not boss power, sorry, the elixirs and incense. So, before I lose track of what I did, Now I'm sitting on 3 Paragon boards, right? So this is no delay. I was in a pit. Oh, okay. My mistake. My mistake. Sorry. I thought this whole time you were, yeah, there was a delay here. So just wanted to, didn't want you to be waiting for me or for the response. Okay. Boss power. It was CSC into Harbinger firepower. And then I think I also got plus Headhunter glyph. And then also one more, like, I just hope that one of these days that it won't give me an Elias. That is just the most annoying thing to have to deal with. And bitter medicine legendary node. I will be honest, I don't feel like I got as much damage as I originally planned to out of it. No delay, I was in a pit playing around with Necro. Ooh, I feel that. I was playing around with Barbarian yesterday. I have a pretty fun Whirlwind Barb setup that I was able to clear up to 55 with last night, so that was good. You farm Belial for the Ashen rep so I can fast track the board? Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, I remember that there was a thing people were saying where you can, like, hyper farm now, which I don't know if I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, like some people are so... Well, I mean, the only reason you'd need to do that is to fast track the pit, but I only really care to make it to pit 55 and then start like another character that can hit pit 55, so I think I might do Blizzard next, actually. Blizzard might be fun. Ooh. Dude, where is... But okay. Alright, that's cool. What are you looking for now for your build? Ooh. Ooh. Dude, there's so many. I don't do enough damage here. What did I even adjust? I adjusted, Harbinger of Hatred's Volley. Here, let me check this again real quick. I just want to test this out. This thing applies vulnerable, doesn't it? No, maybe it doesn't. 130 million. I don't really feel like I need this, though. Like, this applies vulnerable to them. Okay, great. But it's not like anything that I use is contingent on them being vulnerable. But maybe I just... Yeah, I need my, like, toxic skin up. And if it wears off... Okay, I can't deal with this anymore. I'm getting sick of dying over and over. I'm just gonna go masterwork my stuff. Like, I wouldn't recommend people to run this without masterwork. Look at this. I'm at 72% lightning resistance, and I still die to shock lances. You gotta work on your barb and sorcerer next. Just ancestrals is in the right roles. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, I think people were farming ancestral equipment, right? Ancestral uniques for like the right roles, and then the way to do that is by spamming Belial. Yeah, I mean, I think for me, yeah, I think the next thing I'd want to do isn't to push Pit. Although, if I were to push Pit, there's only really one build that I'm interested in pushing Pit with, and that's the Companion Druid. Probably what's realistically going to happen is... Okay, so today finishes, right? I'll get my Spiritborn to Torment 4. That's the sole goal I have here. After I reach Torment 4, I'm going to make my build overview on my Spiritborn, and then tomorrow I would show my Whirlwind Barb getting into Torment 4, and then maybe I would do a build overview for Whirlwind Barb, and then I'll probably move on to build overviews for all these other sorcerer builds using that tech I was talking about, like with this Pock Rune, right? Pock Rune, Lum Rune, and Harbinger of Hatred's Volley to drain out like resource. So something along those lines. So I'm waiting for that. I'm excited to run that combination together. Nothing specific. I actually finished the quest line in Necro and used the ash to get all kinds of caches, and I actually got all the uniques I needed. I didn't even need a boss farm. Oh, that's actually hilarious. You got a grand pop-up from a random mythic cache. Oh yeah, there's the Resplendent Sparks. I'm actually pretty close, like, because I've made 6 characters, right? They're all already almost like, I don't know what the max rank is, but they're all like 3 ranks down. So I probably just need to run a couple more bosses, and I'll be there on every single character that I have so far. Uh, yeah. So, I mean, if that's what I want, like, if I want to get mythics, but all the builds that I'm trying to show people are specifically avoiding the use of mythics because I know that not everyone's, of course, not everyone's going to have access to mythics. So, while I talk to you, I think this would be a great time for me to just pop open. Well, this is actually my only one. Well, isn't that something? Masterworking materials. Okay, let me burn this one first. Torment 3 masterworking materials. Can I take it? I think I should be able to. Hope I don't mess this up. I always have this issue where I try to run this thing on Torment 3. Well, let me try the other one first. Let me try the lair boss horde keys. Because I seem to have a knack of not finishing the run. Ancestral Legendary. See, that's another one too. I could go get Ancestral Legendaries, but let me do runes. Oh, did I not have the right... No, I didn't have the right boss power. The modifier power. I guess I should always have that one active. Well, actually, this difficulty should be no challenge to me. Like, I'm just farting in their direction and they die, just off that alone. I don't even need to slap them with my boss power. That's how strong Ashava's boss power is relative to this, like, these monsters. It's really just for the pit that I'm actually struggling. Yeah, no, I'm okay here. I can actually get away with this. Alright, well, at this point. Yeah, that's cool though. You gotta work on your barb and sorcerer. Yeah, I mean, you know, the hilarious thing about you saying your barb and your sorcerer is that those are exactly the 2 characters I plan to work on next. Last night I already got my barbarian, like when I play barbarian, there's 2 builds that I'm interested in. Thorn's barbarian because it's good content, I think, since not as many people do it aside from Do Not Hit Me. And then Whirlwind Barbarian. And the problem with Whirlwind Barbarian is that my Whirlwind Barbarian doesn't use... The way I make my Whirlwind Barbarian, I don't use Dust Devils. I don't use... Yeah, I don't use Dust Devils or Earthquakes on my Whirlwind Barb, but other people do. And so because of that, my build is weaker. It's just straight up weaker. The only reason why you would ever want to use my build is specifically if you don't like to see Dust Devils and Earthquakes. So, yeah. That's why I would much rather focus on finishing all my other characters first, like every class in the game, and then maybe if it's convenient, then I can do the barbarian thing for fun. But I definitely would warn people right away that, again, like, you're only really using that build that I made if you don't want to play around with Earthquakes and Dust Devils, like I do. But otherwise, yeah, Dust Devils Earthquakes are so much stronger. And then plus, after I finish that, it's going to be Spiritborn, or not Spiritborn, it's going to be Sorcerer after that. Yeah, it has to be. It's the only thing that really makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing Spiritborn after, of course, or Sorcerer, because there's, like, what? There were people who were asking about, oh, maybe is it possible to play, you know, this build or that build and get into Torment 4? And I think it absolutely is. You just need to see if you can pump up overpower. That's it. It's just a question of getting overpower. Yeah, it's just not a very easy way to get Fortify this season, and Maybe next season they'll have a way to get more fortified, but either way, even as it is right now, if I throw on any source of overpower, I'm getting like 30, or I'm getting like 3 times the amount of damage minimum when I proc overpower. So yeah, I need to share that with people because yeah, suddenly my Ice Shard's sorcerer magically became much stronger just off that change alone. There. Yeah. What am I doing this run for? Lair boss keys, I think. Yeah, I'll do like the masterworking one after. And then, depending on how much I get... I'll talk to you... Oh, hey, do not hit me. I'll talk to you in a second. But, yeah, just to finish off what I was saying, though, yeah, the whole overpower thing, like... Definitely gotta... Yeah, I want to, like, share with people that, okay, well, you can use overpower to make, like, pretty much any build, any sorcerer build, like, pretty strong this season. Well, everyone except for Blizzard. But then for Blizzard, I would need to do that one separately because that's when I would need to prioritize, like, ice shards and all that. And I need to test that out. So that'll be fun. I got a lot of sorcerer stuff coming up. And here's the thing, right? I'm going to be on a bit of a timer. Because after next week, they said that they have a PTR coming up. PTR is coming up in 402 million. It's my record so far. Yeah, like next this Thursday that's coming up, they are going to be doing a PTR campfire chat, which is actually ridiculously fast in comparison to last season. They were like pretty slow about stuff last season, which is fine, right? They gave us a chance to breathe. This one, I actually think it's a really, really fast season. Which is kind of unfortunate because, like, for me at least, because honestly, I feel like there's a lot of content I could put out for this season, and yeah, like, I don't know if next season they're gonna have a way to allow you to drain out all of your resource. That's kind of what I'm scared of. So, yeah, a lot of stuff there. Do Not Hit Me was saying, I don't understand why Blizzard keeps forcing us to use EQ, DQ, and ult. Did they want to turn Barb into a sorcerer? Honestly, mate, I'm glad that you and I are on the same brain wavelength. Like, I don't even know where to start. Like, I don't understand why they're so... Sorry, one sec. I don't understand why they're so Blizzard is so persistent about trying to force us to play... Like, what's wrong with just making Whirlwind by itself strong, right? Like, it's actually pretty sad how the state of Whirlwind, like base Whirlwind, okay? Like, there's going to be people who say, oh yeah, you know, Whirlwind Barb is incredibly strong. Okay, you're not really playing a Whirlwind Barb, though. Like, most of the time. You're only playing... Like, you're not playing a Whirlwind Barb, you're playing an Earthquake Barb disguised as a Whirlwind Barb. And it's so stupid. Like, you can't actually play any of the Barbarian core skills because of how imbalanced everything, how skewed everything, all the power budget on that class is towards these Dust Devils and Earthquakes. Some people seem to find it really fun, but I think that Earthquakes itself are like just really overtuned to begin with. Lack Rune. Oh wow, these are some good runes. Okay. Crowd control. Inflict a crowd control? Do I have a way to inflict crowd control? I think I stun and fear, don't I? Fearing and slowing. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Well, let me use this one, and let me. I guess. Oh, I finally got some invocation or ritual runes. Sorry, I got sidetracked, but this is sort of important. Or decrepify. This is for reducing damage, slowing, and executing. Active ultimate cooldown by 1 second. Don't think I really need that. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I might actually have to go for barrier. I might actually have to do barrier on this. Like, invoke Druid's Earthen Bulwark for 3 seconds. Just keep barriering myself. Okay. Crit strike chance, maybe? Or I don't know here. Hold on. So this is knock what? And then the other one was supposed to be restore resource. I don't need to restore resource. Where's my Earthen Bulwark? Okay, there. Yeah, so I cast 5 skills and I get myself my Bulwark to keep myself alive. What are these? Temerity, Crown of Lucian? Why are they giving me this when... Oh, okay. Yeah. Gave me a pretty interesting, like, uniques when I'm trying to run this for... was it boss materials? Oh, no, it was runes. Oh, okay, that's why I got runes. It's because this is the runes tribute. Oops. I was doing this as a test. Potency skills. Oh, this is a glaive. I would actually wait, this has crit strike damage on it too. If this were a quarterstaff, I would have switched over to that like right away. Then I would have rolled off. I wouldn't roll off anything here actually. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. It's not a quarterstaff. It's unlucky. All whirlwind EQ barb. Well, that's what it is though. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I just wish that that weren't the state of the game. Like, I don't know about you. Your names literally do not hit me, so I know you're a Thornsbarb kind of guy. I love Thornsbarb too, by the way. I enjoyed Thornsbarb since season 1 or season 0 actually. I think Thornsbarb was one of the Okay, I'm gonna have to take a short break in a second because I need to do something real quick. But yeah, I'll at least start the next run here. Oh, is it a world boss in 5? Shoot. I don't have time to do everything here. I do want to get the masterworking materials, though. What can I do? What can I do in 5 minutes? Well, this is pretty bad. Yeah, your name is Do Not Hit Me, so I know, like, I know that you're like ride or die for Thornsbarb, right? But I don't know how you feel about any of the other any of the other barbarian builds, but man, like why is it that right now you can only play earthquakes? Like, barbarian is right now just synonymous with earthquakes, which is a horrible way to balance it out, right? Like, and if not earthquakes, then probably mighty throw. I'm not entirely sure what's the situation on barbs on that front, but okay, like if we take earthquakes off the table, right? Like, I'd I'd want to be able to play any of the barb core skills. As an example, like Hammer the Ancients, double swing, um, right? Like, there's a lot of cool uniques, but no one's ever gonna use them. No one's ever gonna use them because, like, there's one option that's like very clearly above the rest, and that's just anything to do with earthquakes. And it's a really bad way of balancing the. It's a really bad way of balancing barb, but they're so insistent. They're ridiculously insistent on making it so that that's like just about the only way to play. As far as I can tell, anyway. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I got 4 minutes. I can actually clean my stash out while I wait. Yeah, you're not playing a whirlwind barb. You're just playing an earthquake barb, and that's it every time. At least in your case, when you're playing a thorns barb, it's actually like a full-on thorns barb. And even, like, we can even give it past to some of the boss powers, because this season at least they're not doing 99.99% of the damage, unlike in the PTR, right? So sure, fine. I think it's fair game to use Harbinger of Hatred's Volley to clear bosses, because that's still part of... It's like added power onto your build. But, yeah, like, the fact that it's like a whirlwind barb, essentially, in name only, most of the time. I don't like that. I don't think that that makes any sense. Um, life, armor, cold resistance. Yeah, I don't really need this many sets of boots. I should probably start getting rid of these. And I'm supposed to have... Am I really full up on all my other pages? I think I am. Okay, let me start getting rid of some of these items that I'm no longer using. I just don't have enough space for all of this. I wouldn't use this, right? 2 of the modifiers on it are useless. I don't actually know why I held on to it. Crit strike damage hunter cooldown reduction? Wait, why am I not using... Oh, it's probably because I don't have crit strike damage, huh? Okay, I'll hold on to that one. This one I would never use. I would never use this one. This doesn't have resistances. Same with this one. No resistances. And same here, too. Yeah, I need like a GA amulet that has like a dexterity roll, then maybe I would consider it. 3 to rake. I don't think I need this either. Damage over time, max life. Well, that's pretty useless. I need crit strike damage. Crit strike damage and life. And armor. Those are the 3 most important ones by far. 3 most important things to look out for. Here, yeah, here's... I mean, that was a good set of boots. I don't... Like... I don't think I'd use this either. Vortex? I kept it for Vortex probably, but that by itself isn't enough. Cold resistance, lightning resistance, movement speed. Vigor per second, right. I was keeping this for vigor per second, but that's just... it's useless to me. Same with this. Get rid of those. I can replace Vortex for Dexterity, I guess. And then these gloves. Cold resistance. Oh. Okay, I see. Alright. I will head to the world boss and then I'll be back in a second.
Off we go again.
Alright. I'm gonna keep going here. And okay, I have to be right back here. I need to go do something. But at least I'm here at the world boss. So, 1 second.
Greetings. Hello.
Alright, my bad. I'm back here now. Yeah, alright. Seems they're taking care of Eris quite nicely, but here, let me help out a little bit. Not that my damage is that much stronger than anyone else's, although kind of interesting. Usually Avarice, I think, is usually dead by this point, so this is kind of nice. I got a chance to get a few hits off on him. Oh, am I dead? I think I might be dead. No, no, apparently not. Maybe it's because of Earth and Bulwark. Could be it. I'm like permanent barrier for some reason. And I can only imagine, or I can only guess it's because of the rune that I picked up. Okay. Yeah, just real quick, talking about this whole, like, EQ, Dust Devils, and ult. Can we take a moment to appreciate how, like, for some reason, the strong... Earlier I said Earthquakes, or some variation of Earthquakes is the strongest build, right? That's already pretty bad by itself. But it's, like, almost acceptable. Almost acceptable. But what's crazy to me is that the strongest... As far as I know, the strongest Earthquake-type build right now is actually an ancient, like, summoning build. Like, you're summoning ancients, and they themselves apparently proc Earthquakes, too. That is just offensive, I think. The fact that they have summons who are spitting out Earthquakes, and that's supposed to be stronger than other summon type builds. Like, how ridiculous is that? I think that's kind of absurd, but yeah, that's just my 2 cents. Oh, Malignant Hearts, sure. Okay, let me salvage all these first. Then, okay, this is max life, cold resist, damage over time. Ah, crit strike chance and damage. This, like, that one might be better. Thorns, razor plate. Oh, that's funny. So I'm gonna salvage these ones. Resource cost reduction, dexterity, no, no. Casting rushing claw extends. Oh, I don't need that. Whatever. Max life, fire resistance. Max life, fire resistance, and maybe I can get crit strike damage on this. That'd be a nice replacement for my previous ring. Okay, so salvage all these ones. And then I think... Oh! That one's not great. I'll salvage those, too. Okay, so now... Grab these. I'm keeping this helm in case I ever do... I don't think I ever will, but this season. But I'm gonna try to hold it for, if I try to do the Devour ultimate build. Or ultimate skill build. Max life, movement speed, poison resistance. Yeah, I think I'm gonna focus on trying to clean it out this time rather than sitting on a whole bunch of random items. Cold resistance and soar. I mean, I already have decent boots at this point. This is about as good as it gets. I could roll off dexterity for life. I'm actually really tempted to. I don't really feel like I get that much more damage out of dexterity in comparison to all the other ones. All the other modifiers. Like, I actually have such a huge survivability issue. But, well, whatever. And these gloves. Strike, damage. You could roll off crit strike chance for either, like, life or resistance. Oh no, I already have life on this, so it would be life, damage, and instead of dex, I could get like a resistance. That could be quite helpful. Maybe. A few good options here and there. I don't know. There's actually a lot of possibilities on how I could set this guy up. But, I'll sort that out later, I guess. All these, like, ancestrals. Just need a quarterstaff. Okay. I'm gonna try again. Gonna do one of these. Another one of those Kurast Undercities. I was very clearly able to handle it. when I do this one, though, I'm gonna use... Well, might as well pop these. Whatever.
More loyal friends you'll not find.
I kind of regret it now. I should have waited until after I made it into the run to see if I can handle it without burning these, because I may have to BRB after. Spend resource. Do I have one for spending resource? No, I don't. So I should really be getting rid of this and replacing it with either CSC or... I don't gain Fortify, so... Actually, I don't get Fortify, but doesn't this guy have some sort of way to produce me Fortify? I lose out on resistance to all elements, but... Grants me armor. I could boost my damage too, actually, but... Is it this one? Ah, yes. Maybe I'll try shield charge real quick. See if this is any better. Next 4 core skills? Huh, I don't really do anything there. Shield charge. It's like on an 11-second cooldown, though. Okay. I mean, I still have, like, maxed out resistances, or close to maxed out, I guess, on this setup. Alright. And I might even be able to run the Ancestral Legendaries one, but in the first place... Hold on a second. Become injured or crowd controlled. Oh, hold on. I have an idea. If I get injured or crowd controlled, then it'll pop an Earthen Bulwark for me. For 10 seconds, but it's like a 10-second cooldown, though. Yeah, I want to see how that goes. Sure. Oh, I have 2 Tributes of Refinement. Okay, well, this saves me a lot of trouble. I'll run both of these back to back. Yeah. I'll run 2 of these back to back. That should give me enough masterworking materials to pump up all of my gear. And then I think I can attempt Pit 50 again after that. Oh, there's a Prankster Goblin, or whatever it's called here. Portal Prankster. Is he still alive? He actually is. What? He actually got me. There's too many monsters in the area. Trying to hit this one specifically, but I can't choose where my fart goes. Why is this guy still alive, though? Like, should be dead by now, right? 47 million. Ah, okay. Stolen treasures await in the boss lair. Okay, I think I got it. But I think I did lose a lot of time on that. Why am I struggling so much now compared to a moment ago? Shava's Poison Breath. Yeah, I have a Shava's Poison Breath up. It's not like the boss power is missing. Alright. Okay. Am I just not using my skills in the right rotation? I also noticed that sometimes my boss power turns itself off. I don't know what's up with that. Occasionally I'll do that. All boss powers have this issue. Oh, I never bothered to put on an actual boss power to replace the old one. I shouldn't need it, but I should have CSC here. Yeah, more CSC would help, for sure. At least I'm taking the right direction now, as opposed to last time I did this. Yeah, this is good. I like this Horrid Decrepify, because it helps me boost my survivability. Wait, 8.5. Oh, it's an 8.5 second cooldown because I have the shrine. Yeah, okay. Feeling pretty confident that I can walk out of this and still have everything I need. Okay. Despite the fact I'm missing a pretty important boss power, actually. Uh, 77 million. Okay. There we are. 126 million. Good. I'm gonna head up this way. Wait, where did he go? Yeah, I'm making good pace though, so I think I should be fine. Yeah. Again, I think that these runes help solve my survivability issues, so this is pretty nice. I mean, there's ways to use runes and like such that I'll boost my damage, but I feel like the more sensible option is to boost my damage through masterworking and the Paragon boards, and then use the runes to maybe solve the survivability issues that I talked about earlier. Especially this this Earthen Bulwark rune.
Quite the challenge, eh?
All right. I just need a way to vortex them all in. Oh, is this guy unstoppable? He is. 233 million. That was good. I am applying a slow of some kind, right? This thing applies fear, yeah. Ooh. Here. It's a whole extra level. Hold on a second. Okay, so I'm actually, I'm just counting it. I'm actually close to 8 hours on this run now. That's too bad. I was actually hoping to beat out my previous record, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. But it's funny because I'm actually... Well, in some ways, I have the advantage because I've already leveled a lot of the modifier powers that I ended up using. Most, if not all. But on the other hand, I have a lot less familiarity with this character class as compared to the other ones. So... Okay. I just need to crit them. Yeah, I need to figure out a way to, like... Well, I know how I'm supposed to crit. I'm supposed to crit using that, Hatred's Embraces Haste. Okay. Oh, they all died. But I don't even know how much damage that was there. It looked like 600 mil, but maybe I was imagining things. Alright. Okay. I can actually get a barrier off of that, I see. Decrepify. I wonder if the damage reduction works. Because I know that they're immune to the CC. I mean, there's... If they get CC, then it's more a question of if they get staggered, but... Oh, 128 million. It's not bad. So, I think I need to just generate more ads, like more mobs. That would be a job for Lilith's Wind of Hate. That's how I actually made my barbarian, my whirlwind barb work. At least the war cries. So that was very helpful. But I don't know if I'll get to do that here. Increased armor and thorns. Yeah, no, I don't need that. Vulnerable damage, no. All right. Yeah. Oh, how much masterworking did I get out of that? I started at 200. Ooh, 1200. Okay, now I can masterwork every piece of gear that I have. Now, I could also opt to re-roll my items, but I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I guess if I wanted to get to the... If I wanted to be really extreme, I could have gotten a better... Like, I have this ancestral... Like, all these tributes could actually kit me out. Like, I could run this, Torment 3, and then try to replace my quarterstaff. But I don't think I can... I don't think I really feel like doing that. Alright, I'm gonna... Might as well upgrade this. Damage reduction is actually perfect. This one, I would want resistance to all elements or total armor. Either is fine. Resistance to all elements, okay. Yeah, again, this is to push my resistances up for... Oh, wow, I actually do have a lot of fortify out of this. Maybe I just carry all my Well, that wouldn't make much sense. I don't know if he generates me enough fortify to help keep me alive for pit. But anyway. Oh, okay. This is total armor ideally, but anything's fine. Dexterity, all right, sure, I'll take it. That's more damage, right? This one I would ideally want total armor or crit strike damage. Probably crit strike damage in this case. Also, I just realized I'm running out of veiled crystals. I'm actually starting to get a little concerned here. Dexterity. I don't have enough, I definitely don't have enough gold to keep, like, re-rolling masterworking either. Because I'm sharing this with, like, my materials with other characters and all that. And actually, I should have replaced this ring. Should actually replace this ring for the hunter in a bit, but... Oh, I've already... I need to actually temper this. What utility can I use? I already have, like, max vortex size. That's been incredibly handy. Oh, plus fortify generation? Could run that with Rahirs, but... Impairment reduction, crowd control duration. Withering fist size. This is an AoE attack? Sure. Why not? Scourge size. Well, okay, Withering Fist size, why not? It's not like I'm using that for anything else, right? So I might as well just max it out. Upgrading. Come on. Ooh, okay. Sure. That's an interesting one, but... Gonna get that utility. Withering Fist size. Nice. Might as well also roll for movement speed. Mobility cooldown reduction works with... Well, are any of these mobility skills? Well, this one's a... This is not a mobility skill. It's... Withering Fist is a mobility skill. It's not really, I don't have a cooldown on it. Yeah, none of these are mobility skills, so I should try to get more movement speed. Evade cooldown reduction. Okay, I can live with that one. Yeah, alright. Now it's time to masterwork. Armor, okay. That's my resistances looking like now. They're almost acceptable. Almost. 4 ranks on everything except for my quarterstaff, right? I couldn't decide. I think it would have to be... I don't know which of these. Scourge poisoning duration. Is there something that helps me get more poison damage on my boss power? I don't think there is. Scourge poisoning duration. Russian Claw Ravager. Centipede augments. Hunter is a Jaguar augment. So I could do the Hunter, but most of my damage isn't even coming from Hunter. What do I have? I think a Gorilla skill. Maybe I can boost up the potency of that. Kind of curious. Gorilla augments. So primary Gorilla Hall Spirit potency. Oh, all right.
My hammer sings on your
Let's see.
return.
140. Yeah, there. Grants a barrier for more of my max life than before. And now I can masterwork this. And any of the rolls would be good, but ideally I'd want crit strike damage or max life, either or. Ooh, yes. I really am disappointed in myself that I didn't switch out damage over time in place of dex. It's stupid. Some very big mistakes were made on this run, but that's fine. Okay, I still have more Obdicite. I have another Tribute, but I didn't actually expect that I would already be maxed out on my... Like, I'd have enough to masterwork everything. Poison resistance. I may have to roll out poison resistance for... Not poison resistance. One of my diamonds for shadow resistance.
More loyal friends you'll not find.
Amethyst.
Stars made manifest.
I can... So now with Rahir, I can stick with what I have, or I can switch it back to resistance to all elements. That would help me kit myself out for Torment 4. But I do want to mess around with this. Well, you know what? No, I would probably do that instead of getting Fortify. So, yeah, Fortify is pretty handy though. I feel a lot tankier than before, but I mean, it's easy enough for me to say that if Valiance is triggered. Yeah, sure. More damage is good here. So, resistance to all elements. Yeah, okay. It's not bad. Your fire resistance is a little low. Maybe there's going to be some way to pump that up a bit, but that aside, I think I'm in a pretty good spot right now. I may need to replace this one, though. Replace this ring for one that has Hunter cooldown reduction. I can bring it down to like 22 or something. That would be ideal. I think I should do that now, actually. I think it's worth it for me to try to do that now, rather than later. What are my remaining rings? Alright. Fire resistance? Oh, this one. This is a nice one. Lightning resistance. Lightning resistance. Yeah, I can sort out the lightning resistance thing after, but... Dexterity, max life, resistance to all elements. Oh. Is it because I couldn't get the right roll on this? Here, hold on a second. I think this one was... Yeah, I wanted to get crit strike damage. I'll try 2 more times. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, they really hate me. I'll do this one then.
See some steel
Fine.
you need.
Oh wait, no, this is I remember. This is one that actually needs a scroll of restoration to fix. Do I really have no better rings? Oh, this one. Yeah. This one even has fire resistance on it. So. Crit strike damage on the first try. I lose out on some crit strike damage compared to that ring, but I think that if I get... Efficiency, no. If I get Hunter cooldown reduction, it's totally worth it. Oh. Now, the last thing I need to do is go resource cost reduction in place of that for crit strike damage. All is the hard part. Ah, there, finally. Okay. Low rolls on crit strike damage, but I think this is about the best I can do. right now. I think it's worth it for me to make this adjustment just because, yeah, like I don't want to show people the build without actually having the right rolls. I feel like, yeah, I just wouldn't. Okay, here. All right. Edge Masters. I think I'm actually pretty close to the end. I feel like, I feel like I'm going to reach it very soon. Torment 4. Here, yeah. Alright, so just these adjustments alone. Okay, my resistances are sky high, though. Oh, this is way too much. Well, then in place of this diamond, I could probably... the fire resistance is too much, but... Can I replace... Oh, I can replace my gloves for ones that have less fire resistance, I guess. Anyway, whatever. I'll figure that out later. Let's try Pit 50 first and see if the damage holds up here. Now that especially now that I have the Hunter up more frequently. And what is this? I should have this up. It's either that or Harbinger of Hatred's Volley. I don't know, one of these. Okay, I'll stick with this first, just to see, because this is what I had previously, so let's find out. Alright, hopefully we can wrap this all up. I'm almost done here. Oh, this is my favorite areas. I didn't kill anything with that? Oh, it's because of the stupid DR monster, no wonder. Yeah. Alright. Nope. 227 million on one of those hits. And I haven't even gotten my... haven't even gotten all my Paragon boards yet either. Yeah, definitely feel like I do more damage than before. Only question is why sometimes they can survive those hits. Yeah, I wish there was a way to see just the damage numbers on my ultimate alone, because they're like non-crits, right? So if I were to turn off the normal damage, then I wouldn't see it. It's not like I can, you know, like with orange numbers, I can like disable those, for example. If I were like doing like crit overpowers. Alright. Yeah, I should be spamming my ultimate more. Yeah, I'm actually kind of liking having Hatred's Embrace's Haste because it's consistent. Yeah, it's pretty consistent. And I like that I'm also like perma barrier, like my health has not gone below barrier this whole time. I think I know why that is. By upping my equipment, my life has gone up significantly. I think the previous time I did this run I was like 6k, right? Now I'm up to like 7k. I also get dodge chance, but I don't think I care about that. Yeah, I'm up to like 7k life now, so got an extra like 1,000 life. And because of that, my barrier's a lot bigger. And then of course, I have like, my runes are like Decrepify now. Yeah, Decrepify, and I've reduced the cooldown on Hunter. Yep, so I can just keep spamming it. Plus, I have like barrier when I get CC'd or injured, so that's really helpful too. Well, 10-second cooldown granted, but... helpful. It gives me an out. Makes it a little easier for me to stay alive. Also, if it procs, I get a lot of damage from... Oh no, I'm not using Viscous Shield. Or, I forgot what it's called. I think it's Viscous Shield, isn't it? The Paragon or Legendary Node that gives me shield. If I have more... more barrier. Ah, this one monster and his DR. Yep. So I've been CC'd. That should trigger the, that triggers the Earthen Bulwark, and it lasts on me for like 10 seconds. Oh, it wore off. But I don't know if that's because of the, like, how long it lasts for, or because I took enough damage that it came off. Either way, though, I like seeing that my life is, like, close to max. And in fact, it also confirms that I don't really need to get Fortify from my Rahir here. Fire resistance. I need a resistance to all elements, that's what I need. Yeah, resistance to all elements would solve my issues, I think. Yeah, maybe I'll replace my gloves for one that has resistance to all elements or something. Alright. Okay. Here. Now begins the boss fight. Resurrected Malice. Oh, they send a an Elias at me? Let's find out. It's an Elias. I've gotten Elias 4 times in a row. Still don't like how little damage I do to the boss, but yeah, I think I really do need to get the I really do need to get that Lilith's boss power. The one that spawns more of those, like, more blisters. If I kill those blisters, I also take out a chunk of his life with me. I should probably give up, like, the 15% damage over time with that. I actually think that would be worth it. And I tanked that one on purpose. I wanted to see if I can survive it with the amount of barrier I'm getting now, which I think I am. So, yeah, like... Maybe it's because of Spirit Hall potency, since every time I hit them, I get barrier, right? So... it's a lot better than before. Yeah, he's half-life already. There's market improvement. I didn't mean to go that way. Oh, but I still... He can still kill me, though. Okay. That's kind of good to know. Oh. Ow. Yeah, he can still kill me. I have to be... I do still have to be a bit careful. Oh. Yeah, the boss does, like, no damage to me. Oh, no. Well, I'm gonna stagger him in a moment. Oh, no. Alright, I'm just waiting for my ultimate to come back. Again, I'm so glad that I have Hunter now, on a much lower cooldown. I can just... I think when this is active, I get... Dude. Elias again. This is actually brutal. I actually can't survive Elias no matter what I do. I could do the... I can continue the run, try to finish it off, but I just don't like how the run's going. It's just Torment 3. This is Torment 3, right? All my elixirs just wore off. Hold on. I think there's some other elixir that gives me, like, resistances to specific elements. I think that one would be better if I could get, like, Lightning, Cold, Shadow or something. Yeah. Might do that. I gotta back out of this run. This is so dumb. Have I even cleared a pit 50? I did, actually. And I'm also lacking a little bit on damage, too. So, that's two things I would need to sort out. I actually got more masterworking materials.
See some steel you need?
Crit strike damage, fire resistance. Okay. Three of these. Three of these. This will hopefully be the last batch I'll have to make. I can actually get more armor if I was looking for damage, but I think this is the best way to ramp up my survivability. Fire, cold, and shadow. Lightning, cold, and poison. Lightning, cold, poison. I think it would be these three. Or... lightning, cold, poison. I think I can get away with that. But then my shadow resistance is still... well, my shadow resistance will be low, but then I can sub out this. Okay, I'll try it. Why not? Let's do it. Make three of these. Worst case scenario, I can just make the other one instead. Okay. I have a little bit of wiggle room here. Four times I've come across Elias. That's gotta be a coincidence, right? And against bosses. Yeah, I really do think that against bosses, the Lilith power would be best for that. And then I just replace Andariel's Flaming Skull, because then that way I have a way to poison multiple targets. I might actually try that, to be honest. I am familiar with her mechanics now, but then again... you know what? I want to do it.
I wouldn't mind a rest.
Don't know if I have nearly as much survivability as when I attempted it with my Whirlwind Barb, though. Yeah, no, it's fine. Okay. Oh, I remember what I was going to do. So I need to activate these. And then check. My shower resistance is on the lower end. So what I'm going to do is I can unsocket. My lightning resistance is good too, right? Nope, lightning resist is pretty low. So I unsocket this. And then I get an amethyst. Here. And I'm lacking on lightning resistance. Maybe... I think one of my boots has lightning resistance, right? Where's my poison resistance coming from anyway? Is there something that's directly giving me poison resistance? Oh, this thing. Yeah, no wonder it's so high. Well, I might try to roll it off for resistance to all. That would be the easiest way, but... oh, it's 1.8 million. No, that's fine. Avoid getting hit by lightning, I guess. Yeah, I don't have an easy way to really do anything about that, unfortunately. Alright, let's try one more. Cross my fingers here that I can clear this pit 50, and then I'll attempt pit 55 if all goes well. I really do want to say that it's an Elias problem, because I don't really struggle with the rest of the run, really. Like, look, they die pretty fast. That's good. It's no problem. I like how Rahir is aggroing them. This is exactly part of the reason why I don't like to have Mercenary, but the bonuses they give are too good. 110 million damage on that. I see there's quite a few people watching tonight. If you guys want to ask me anything about my build, then please go right ahead. I'm just trying to put this bizarre Spiritborn build together. I call it bizarre because I don't... I mean, I think most people are running like Quill Volley, but this is one that gets me comfortably in a Torment 4 in like, you know, I want to say like a matter of hours, but I guess at this point it has been like closer to 8 hours now. It's not like before where it's going much easier or smoothly. Okay. Oh shoot. Yeah, I have enough barrier to survive most of that. Only question is whether the Earthen Bulwark barrier is a good candidate or not. There, just gonna pull them all in together. 101 million. I just pull them all in again and they're dead. Not bad. Yeah, again, just abusing this boss power. Kind of a weird build, but it does what it needs to. Wait, this guy's healing? How is that possible? What was he healing off of? Oh, when I activate Stinger, I also do get damage to CC'd enemies, so I guess that helps too. Stinger is back already? Or Scourge, I mean. I call it Stinger, but it's Scourge. Oh, error. Artillery Shrine. Okay. I could use that to... Wow. Let's say, actually, yeah. What happened to the shrines in the previous runs? I actually don't even remember if I ever had shrines. Well, almost there. 100 million. 145 million. It's just the boss. It's always an issue with the boss. It's the same situation with the Thorns Barbarian. Except in the case of the Thorns Barbarian, I could just wait on Harbinger of Hatred's Volley to kill him. Here, I actively have to do the dirty work myself. And partly because of that, I keep dying. I love that. Vortex can keep resetting itself like that. So helpful. It's pretty sad because the way this build is, I have enough damage, it's just on a delay. That's why I think these runs are taking as long as they are. Never mind the lack of mobility, too. Yeah, I'll land here. Land my ultimate on them again. Have I not been using my... don't think I'm using my Scourge as much as I should be. Is he dead? Actually, I have no idea where he went. I need to group them all up. Oh, I just need one pack, man. If it's another Elias, I swear I'm just going to end the stream. And I'll come back, hopefully, when I have a bit more luck. Or maybe it's not luck. Is it Elias? Of course it's an Elias. But I don't think that these Shadow Bolts do nearly as much damage as the Fire counterpart. Can I just sit here and tank him? Oh, I should get ready to activate my Scourge. I dodged that one. Oh, okay, this guy. Shouldn't be that bad, right? I still wouldn't want to stand right in the center of that, but... yeah. It's one of those fights where he doesn't spawn any monsters, I think. Yeah, I need those blisters. The blisters would make this a little more consistent, because then I'd actually have more targets to poison, and I think I'd be doing a lot more damage that way. Never mind the fact that the blisters would also help me bring down his max life. Yeah, I've already brought him down to half. As long as I don't die to Elias, I think I should be okay, unless he, like, has some crazy one-shot skill up his sleeve. Oh, well, this would have been the right time to use Scourge, but... except I only get, like, 2 stacks out of it anyway, so I don't even know if it does me any good. Yeah, this is actually an AFK-able fight, if... okay, could have gotten messy, all of them hit at the same time. 185 million. Okay, this I should avoid, or attempt to. Yeah, this is a much easier fight than the previous ones, because all I need to do is just sit here and hit him head on. That's all I've done the whole fight. As long as Elias doesn't kill me. As long as none of the apparitions hit me. Yeah, okay, there. 717. Well, 715, let's say. So... I didn't even use CSC to Harbinger. I kept the modifier powers the exact same. So 715, and I cleared this at the 34. Okay. Well... yeah, I'm not really liking the way this is looking, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I don't really like the way this is going at all. Dexterity, attack speed, shadow resistance. We'll leave that for now. Touch of Death. Yeah, I'm not replacing Ebawaka. Oh, I didn't actually have this maxed out. Oh, I failed all the runs leading up to this, no wonder. Okay, there. I have finally one glyph up to rank 46. And then this one is already... it was like rank 16. Ah, yes, this one. This is the one that I should have... no, this one is still better. Because even though this one gives me more crit strike damage, I get like 15% and 8% more damage out of that one. This one, yeah, I think it would end up giving me more in the future if I can get it like rank 100, but I'm gonna go back to Karagar and I'm gonna prep for... well, I'm not even gonna prep. I'm just gonna go into Pit 55 and see really quickly if I can even pull it off, but I don't think I can. truth be told. So I'm gonna try this real quick. Yeah, it's too bad, really. I didn't expect this run to take as long as it has. I thought I was onto something, but I think just the last bits of it. I think it's just because I'm trying not to throw in all my Paragon points. I think if I throw in all my Paragon points, I'll be okay. Yeah. It's as I suspected. Oh. No, never mind. These... This is taking forever. I can only imagine how bad it's going to be once I reach the boss. Oh, they just executed them. Maybe that's how I'm able to get through these packs. My ult just executes them. Okay. Well, Hunter's doing a pretty good job too. Just gonna keep spamming my ultimate. Huh. It really is just the boss that I'm concerned about. I think Hunter is like helping execute these guys too. It's part of the issue here. Oh shoot, I almost died there. I think Earthen Bulwark probably helped save my hide. This is Pit 55, huh? I think it's really just going to be dependent on whether or not I get like a good boss or not. That's what it boils down to. I have enough damage, and this thing's executing them. It will execute injured non-boss enemies. So injured is less than 35% of their life. That's kind of crazy to me. This is such a broken ultimate, but it is how it works. Increased. Yeah. Yeah. It's just a battle against the boss. Okay. Well. I kind of want to level one more glyph just for good measure. I think it's... The ideal thing to do with regards to the glyphs is that I should have actually leveled this first to 46, and then I should have leveled this to 16, and I could have gotten both. Like, that would have been the best case scenario, but I didn't know this other glyph also gave crit strike damage. That's news to me. Alright. I'm gonna get out of here. I just wanted to... Originally I came here because I just want to see how long it would take to clear. But apparently I'm in a position where I am strong enough to clear it. Having said that, though, I would like to do a proper attempt on this. So I'm gonna probably mute myself and then go over all my gear and well, I mean, this is a Pit 55 run to unlock Torment 4, right? You know what? Refund 136 Paragon points. Maybe I will just get the other glyph. 40 Dexterity. Okay, there. That alone should be enough. This is like Paragon 125 almost. Yeah. Because what I'm thinking about is that I can... Well, I mean, this isn't even really doing that. Do I have the right aspects? I do have the right aspects. always getting edge masters anyway. Alrighty, folks. I think it's just about time for me to try my hand at well, yeah, I'm just gonna try my hand at it. Lord Zier's Blood Pool. Kind of trying to figure out if this might be worth using to heal me. I think I get like more damage and some bonuses if I heal myself, but uh, well, I think that'll be it. All right, I'm ready to go. Mercenaries are pretty much set. My poison resistance is sky high. If I could have rolled off, if I could have rolled off poison resistance, then that would have been ideal. But I'll make do with what I have. Okay. Could also get like a royal amethyst or something. Whatever. This is fun. Alright. I'm gonna mute myself real quick, and then I'm gonna begin this run. And I'm gonna probably end there. Yeah. It's been fun, but yeah, I should probably attempt to clear Torment 4 here. So yeah, I'm gonna mute myself so that I can do the recording, gameplay, no commentary of my Pit 55 clear. It's been a pleasure, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed up until this point, and then I'm going to, yeah, I'm just going to go over my equipment while muted. So yeah, I'll see you all when I return back, hopefully from what will, I'm hoping, be a successful Pit 55 clear, but we'll see. Okay, see you all soon. Oh, hey, Melvin. Good timing. I was actually just about to mute myself. How can I get the crest? What crest? I'm actually not sure which crest you're referring to. Also, I just realized maybe it might not be worth it to run this without having the legendary bonus. Maybe I'll just, I think I can get by just fine without it, as long as I don't get unlucky with Elias spawning on me again. Oh, Harlequin crest. So Harlequin crest is something that you get from farming bosses. To be precise, here, let me see if I can find it real quick. There we go. That's better. Yeah, that's a lot more dexterity. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked because I'm also trying to finish putting my build together, but oh, hold on, I can get some more dex here too. Okay, there. Now that is a good use of Paragon points. So still close to about Paragon 100. I still managed to get like a whole bunch of dexterity just now. So you're asking about this like Harlequin crest. I think that there's a couple ways you can do this, right? So here, I'll just show you really quickly. If you check this out, Tarsarek, reputation rewards. So if you look here on the reputation board, um, yeah, like over here, you can clear this resplendent cache, and then you get a resplendent spark. And if you, I think, trade in 2 of those you can roll a mythic cache. Here, I'm gonna go to the blacksmith and I'll show you what I mean. You can forge a mythic unique cache. So this is one way you can do it. For the resplendent spark, you need to also go, like, you can get resplendent spark in a couple different ways. You can get resplendent spark through the reputation thing that I just showed you. You can kill Lilith for it. I think one Lilith kill will give you a resplendent spark. And then you can also do the season journey to unlock a resplendent spark here. Then if you do those two things, then you can craft a mythic unique cache and hope for. You can just like hope for the best. The other option is that you can talk to the jeweler if you have a few resplendent sparks. I think it's 4. I hate that you are about to end. I should have joined earlier. Oh, I'm so sorry, man. I'll be back again tomorrow, though. Tomorrow I'll be playing Whirlwind Barb. I'm pretty excited for that. But yeah, I've actually been streaming a good chunk of today already. Here, let me take a look. How long have I been? I streamed like 5 hours today. I streamed like 3 hours earlier, and I'm streaming like 2 hours now. I do need to go soon, but yeah, you see here, jewelry. No, wait, my bad. No, that's not. Here we go, mythic uniques. So at the jeweler, you see there's Harlequin crest. So those resplendent sparks I told you about, you need 2 of them. You also need 6 eoms, 6 lax, and 6 ton runes. And how you get runes. Well, there's a few ways to get runes. You can do like Tribute of Harmony. You can trade with other people. Or you can farm bosses. Bosses will drop you runes too. So those are 2 ways, right? So you got blacksmith cache, you got the jeweler, and then the third way is, which is going to be the most likely one actually, is just run bosses. In particular, the Harbinger of Hatred, and Dariel, or I don't know where the mucus slicked eggs are here, but Duriel. Or Belial. Those ones, I think, are the ones that usually give you those mythics. Yeah, so those are the most likely ways to get mythics, from my understanding. The most common way is people usually just run boss rotations. And I think that there is some way that people figure out where you can kind of game the system and get reputation rewards like really fast. Like I'm not going to go over that right now. I'm not like super familiar with how to farm those mythic caches really quickly, but they're not mythic caches, sorry. Like there's like some way to like repeatedly farm Belial over and over, and I think that's the what people do a lot. So I was just going over the different methods you can get a Harlequin crest, but yeah, running bosses with other people might be a good way to do it too. But there's like a specific method that you would use to do that. I'm not familiar with it. Is the crest tradable if you have friends? No, so I'm afraid not. So usually if you find items, uniques, legendaries, they're tradable. Harlequin crest is a special exception because it's a mythic unique. Mythic uniques cannot be traded, so this includes Harlequin crest, Heir of Perdition, Shroud of False Death, Ring of Starless Skies, and all the other ones. Thanks again. I'll check you out tomorrow. I appreciate you, dude. I'd love to chat more. You ask me whatever new questions you have, because that is what I am here for. If you take a look at my channel, I actually do build overviews for like less common builds. I don't know if you're running a sorcerer or what kind of build you're using, but I devised a build that can comfortably clear up to Torment 4. For Ice Shard Sorcerer, for Dance of Knives Rogue, Minion Necro, Companion Druid, and Thorns Barbarian so far. This is my 6th character. It's the Spiritborn, or it's a weird Spiritborn build. I don't have a good name for it. And then I think after tonight, I'm going to be working on Whirlwind Bar. Oh, you're a Necro. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, you can check out my Minion Necro Torment 4 if you're interested. I mean, I don't like, where are you in the game? Are you in Torment 1, 2, 3, 4? Because if you're in Torment 4, then those videos that I have probably wouldn't help you. But I can at least answer some of your other in quotes newbier questions, because that's exactly what I'm here for. I'm trying to help like people get in Torment 4. I mean, that's literally like what you're watching here is my journey to get from level 1 up to Torment 4 with the Spiritborn. So yeah, yes, now like once I finish this run, I'll have done one of every character. And I can even help you find some of the stuff you're looking for if you're looking for specific uniques, because I have one. T2 barely 3. Okay. Tell you what, tomorrow, come back. I'll be streaming, like I said. And yeah, I'll try to help you sort out. I can try to help you sort out maybe getting your guy up to Torment 3. How does that sound? Okay. It's just unfortunate that I happen to be ending like right now. Otherwise, I'd love to help you, like, but I have stuff to do after this. So yeah, answering your earlier question, yeah, trade crest is not tradable. Period. Because it's a mythic. And yeah, no need to apologize about being a newbie either. Again, like I'm happy to help. But yeah, we'll talk more tomorrow though. I'm gonna mute myself like I said before, and then I'm gonna start the run. Thanks again, Melvin. It was a pleasure to meet you, and yeah, I wish you the best of luck with. You'll be back tomorrow and bring several friends. Please, please, yes. I'll be happy to answer whatever questions you guys have. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. I'll try to yeah, help you folks out as best as I can, and maybe I can help you farm whatever uniques you need too, because tomorrow I'll be kind of taking a chill and just playing my whirlwind barb. So yeah, since yeah, I'm pretty much done my like playing solo adventures, I think. So yeah, we'll talk soon. Okay. I'll yeah. To be continued. T2 barely 3. I can help you get to 3. That's no problem. Just yeah, come on here tomorrow when I have more time, and yeah, I can even maybe try to farm you some items to help you get there too. Okay. See you all soon. I'm gonna mute myself and I'm gonna start this. I'm gonna start this run. Torment 4, Pit 55.
Hello. Like a true warrior. Thank you. Spirits guide you.
Okay, this is a bit abrupt, but I do think I have to end the stream here. I don't have enough time to do another run. I was hoping to finish it here, but either the strategy I'm using is like needs to be fine-tuned a little bit, or I just need more damage. I wish there was a way to do a lot more damage if it's single target against the boss, but ah, just not just not there. Just don't do enough damage, I guess. And I don't last long enough. It's kind of weird because I think the damage ramps up, but I just don't see the status effect, right? Like, because like sometimes when I face tank it at first, I don't actually take that much health and damage, and then all of a sudden I just get one-shotted. So I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, folks, thank you all so much for joining this stream. I've been at this for 2 hours now. I'll probably be back again later tonight, but it's going to be a very short stream. Probably just like late night, maybe in like an hour, or no, in like 2-3 hours. I'll do like a short, like 30-minute to like an hour stream, just trying to finish Torment 4. And then I'll end there, and I'll try to clip everything for my channel. Okay. It was fun. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I really appreciate. By the way, Melvin, let me add you. How about that? Because I'd love to play with you later. Yeah, thanks again for hanging out and watching me, even though I was like not commentating on this run. It's pretty sad to come all that way, and then at the boss, I can't clear the boss. It's exactly like I was expecting, though. as one might expect. What's Headhunter Glyph? Oh yeah. Glyph at rank 46 and for yeah. Oh, and what else did I adjust? Oh yeah, everything's masterwork rank 4. That was the other issue. Oh, except for this one. I should masterwork this one. I don't know why I didn't.
See some steel you need?
Masterwork and hope for the best here.
More there than I...
Fire resistance? Well, that doesn't really help me now, does it? Well, everything else got buffed up at least. I'm running low on these veiled crystals too, so I can't afford to mess around. Alright, so Masterwork, rank 4 on all. Year, Spirit Glyph. It's all part of the challenge. We don't want it to be easy, right? That's fair. Hey, I respect that you, or I'm glad that you respect my journey here. Okay. I'm gonna have to do it again next time. The whole Pit 55, gotta show all my gear to start because I actually masterworked some of my gear. Okay, whatever. Okay. So Pit 55 start, Spirit Glyph at rank 46 with 110 dexterity, Masterwork rank 4 on all gear. And then I think also 2 rings have Hunter CD reduction. Masterwork rank 4. Alright, cool. I think I sorted out my resistance issues too. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Thank you again very, very much, Melvin. Alright. We'll hopefully I'll catch you hopefully tomorrow. We'll try to do some grinding tomorrow as well. And yeah, we'll talk more then, and I'll try to help you get to Torment 3. But otherwise, anyone watching this as a stream, what coast? I'm on East. I'm West Coast, so it'll probably be around. I'm thinking I should be on around 4 p.m. your time, around. So that's like 1 p.m. mine, around there. But yeah, I'll have to see. I don't have like a good guarantee on the time, but if all goes well, then I should be on around 1 p.m. tomorrow. 4 p.m. your time tomorrow. I just realized if you're on East, that's kind of crazy, because that means it's like 3 a.m. for you. Alright. Alright, I'll catch you all later. You all enjoyed watching, or hope you all enjoyed tuning in. Thanks everyone for watching. Adventure out. Oh, that's for the stream, maybe not for the recording. Okay.